you guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test. Test.
Test.
Test. Test. Hello out there, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Convincing Idiots! We are Millennial Nick alongside Zennial Dean. This evening, for our final segment, we're going to be, as you know, we like to do our lists. So this week, being that you and I were doing this together, I thought, what's some good common ground for us? Now, I am not up to date on my wrestling so much to this day, but big part of my childhood. You are a huge wrestling fan as a child and to this day.
And to this day.
But why not delve a little bit into the wrestling world? So tonight we're going to take a wrestling gimmick or perhaps a character in professional wrestling, because it could be their character, their gimmick, or just any. You're going to take that character and pick another professional wrestler that you think could have also done something interesting with that gimmick, or done it well, or made it fun.
Yep.
It's pretty loose, but basically, yeah, take a gimmick or a character. If you think CM Punk here would have done well, a nice spin on the character of The Fiend, then that you could talk to us about that.
Yep, there you go.
So
it's good.
Why don't you go ahead and start us off?
All right. A lot of mine's old school because I know who I'm talking to.
Sure.
So we're going to stay a little old school.
Okay.
Maybe, no, I think we've stayed all old school here. Okay.
Okay.
So, my number one, I think Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, would have done great as the $1 Million Man.
Oh, yeah.
He spent so much time as Mr. Perfect and, slapping the gum and and whatever sport he played, and then those vignettes, he was baskets and throwing the footballs.
Yeah.
I think he could have done perfect as a modern, because he was a few years after the prime of $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. I think he would have done great as that $1 Million Man.
Oh, for sure. Like you can already just transfer that kind of better than you energy, like that kind of, you know what I mean, that snob.
You could even
character.
update even the clothing. $1 Million Man had that cheesy gold suit and stuff. $1 Million Man, Kurt Hennig could have had like a turtleneck and
he's got an ascot on.
Yeah.
He's about to step onto the yacht.
Right.
He's playing water polo, perhaps. Yes.
Yep. And being perfect at it.
Absolutely, of course, because when you have money, you can probably pay to be perfect at just about anything.
That's right.
Except podcasting.
No.
That only comes from poor people with damage.
Even poor people can be shitty at it. All right, so Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig as the $1 Million Man.
I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, it's a good transfer.
All right, Nikolai.
All right, so I'm just gonna start off with my heavy hitter because this is the one that I found the most fun that I thought would be fun to do. So, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, one of a kind. Certainly an amazing character. And I'm not even really looking to change his character so much as I am looking to marry it with this other WWF or E legend. I would like to see Stone Cold Steve Austin in the role of Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
So I want you to picture Hulk Hogan is your all-American dad that's giving you all the good advice.
Yep.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is perhaps your
uncle who gives
your
you
stern
good
stepdad.
Stern stepdad.
Now listen up here. I want you to take your vitamins. What? Say your prayers.
What? I like that.
Take your medicine. Eat your breakfast. Eat your eggs.
Hold on.
No.
Fucking chugs a beer. All right, we're back.
And that's all the real Americans got to say about that. And that's the bottom line. See, that's good. I like Stone Cold, but we're gonna take the Hulk Hogan character, but we're gonna still keep him Stone Cold.
Does he get yellow tights though?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you need a little bit of different visually.
I was in my head. He's got yellow tights. He's still got the black knee brace.
Okay.
Okay. So a little bit of that. Maybe he wears a red leather vest would be.
Well, if you did like the cut off shirt, instead of doing this, it could be just like that.
Yeah.
Like you're thinking of like a drunk uncle gonna fight somebody at a bar.
Yeah.
Just ripping the shirt off like that instead of one of these deals like that.
Yeah. 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 So I think that would be a cool twist on. Like he's still giving you the same positive messaging.
Yeah.
Don't trust anybody, all that
right,
stuff.
Right.
Like,
Which is very
good advice.
Great
good advice for a kid, anybody, really. But yeah, I just think it would be a fresh take on a Hulk Hogan character.
Well, given that, I think we should do some sort of PSA. Children, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and don't trust your teachers.
Right. You stupid son of a bitch.
What?
Right.
All right. My next one. Ladies and gentlemen, Dusty Rhodes is coming in, but he's not going to be the American Dream right now. No. Dusty Rhodes is going to come in. He's going to be wearing that black hat. He's going to wear a trench coat because he's going to bury people. He's going to put you in a casket. He is the Undertaker, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is going to come in. Oh, you think you're good? You're one up on Dusty Rhodes. No, son. Dusty Rhodes is going to put you in the ground 6 feet under.
Under the dust.
Under the dust. That's why they call him Dusty, because when I'm done with you, the dust's going to blow across your grave, baby. Dusty Rhodes is going to take you. He's going to go to tombstone power drop. He's going to bring you up and drop you on your head like the Dusty Rhodes Undertaker should, baby.
Now that you have me thinking about costumes and things, I would really remember how old school Undertaker had a tie, like a gray tie.
Yep.
I would like a black and white or black and yellow polka dot tie.
Black and white polka dot tie right here.
That's good. And actually, like, you can see it because, like, the character of Dusty Rhodes, yes, is this whole flamboyant other thing. But he's like a big man. He's a big guy.
He was the everyday Ric Flair. He was the everyman Ric Flair.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, he's the Ric Flair that was a little prioritizing maybe watching the game and having some beers after work instead of maybe, plowing through girls.
He had the money.
Sure.
He was Ric Flair.
He could have.
Yep.
But he chose a different route.
Son of a plumber.
Yeah. I like that. That's really good. It's like I said, because the Undertaker was so big and that kind of big,
he could do all the
bulky,
moves.
menacing
If
figure
you saw
like
him walk across the ropes, it still would be cool to see.
Right, yeah.
You have the coming down. Because if you think about it, I don't know if you ever thought about this. The Undertaker is a cowboy. He is, with the hat and the duster, he actually was an Undertaker from the Old West. Think about it. That's his character.
Is that your theory, or has that been said?
I think Bruce Pritchard,
okay,
one of the executives back in the day, and as today also, said that he was an old timey Western Undertaker. That's
boy, back in those days, they were not picking a lane.
No,
because like with the Ultimate Warrior, like we've talked about before, that like he was supposed to be like a Native American warrior.
You didn't,
but you didn't get that really at all. Like,
now any gimmick would be like shoved down your throat.
Right. Yes. Like all the imagery with the entrance theme goes with it. The music matches, like everything.
Because you went from
talks about it.
You went from the Ultimate Warrior who was
in and out of fever dreams all the time.
he was on peyote, and then you have Tatanka, who was he was a Native American.
He had the mohawk. Right. He came out with the whole garb and looked. I mean, really looked the part.
He couldn't have been.
True, that wasn't that long after. Right? Not really. I mean, it was within 10 years.
Tatanka could have easily come out and wearing a Cleveland Indians hat to show exactly what he was.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dusty Rhodes and the Undertaker, baby.
I like that.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell 2 enemies.
All right, my next pick. Big fan of this next wrestler, both as his versatility as a professional wrestler and as the man, a human being. He just seems to be like the most beautiful soul, Mick Foley. And I believe that Mick Foley can do anything. Not only because he's shown us that he can do everything. He's Dude Love, he's Cactus Jack, he's Mankind. He's just Mick Foley. Characters galore. I would like to see Mick Foley in a different yet role.
Okay.
And when I think of What can we do to take Mick Foley out of any type of comfort zone that we've known him to be in before? I harken back to when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was the corporate champ. That was my favorite version of him when he was Vince McMahon's, like, this was The Rock on the rise to become, the next big thing in professional wrestling. And when he was the corporate champ and he was a heel and he was just doing the man's bidding and also reaping the benefits from that and all the fancy jewelry, all the, you hated him because
he was forming The Rock.
He was advancing from his own personal gain and doing what was wrong. These are not character arcs that we know from Mick Foley characters.
Right.
But I do think Mick Foley could actually pull off just about anything well, and I think that would be the sharpest turn in a character
you're saying,
film. So I want to see like clean shaven, short hair, Mick Foley, all done up, almost think adjacent to your Mr. Perfect $1 Million Man.
Okay.
But he's just he's doing the man's bidding.
He's the corporate champion.
He's the corporate champion.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there to do whatever Vince or whoever's in charge tells him to do. He's carrying out their dirty work.
Mick Foley had said famously the reason Dude Love became Dude Love is he was it was his when he did Backyard Wrestling, that was his character, Dude Love.
Okay.
And he was talking to Shawn Michaels back in the locker room, and Shawn's, said, why do you put your body through this? Was this what you imagined wrestling would be? And he said, no, actually, I always wanted to be you. I wanted to be that boy toy, sexy gimmick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's kind of that departure. That's kind of where he wanted to be.
That's interesting.
Was the opposite of what he ever became.
Well, it is. It's. I would imagine it is so much more fun to be a heel.
Oh yeah.
Like to get that reaction because yes.
Listen to this podcast. I love it.
You can be a face and you can have people adore you and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, like you're evoking such a visceral reaction from people when they really hate you that you're getting so much from them. It's got. I mean, it would. In real life, I would like people to think highly of me and think I'm a good guy and like me. But if I'm playing a character and this is for funsies, I want to be the biggest shithead ever. I want to pull that off.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. Like at work, I actually
be the heel.
I want to be the heel because I don't want people to talk to me. I just want to do my shit and not be bothered. So I try to look as annoyed and menacing as I can, where people
just unapproachable all
unapproachable.
Around.
Yeah. And so I kind of work to be a heel in real life.
Yeah.
To get people not to talk to me.
It's not a bad business model because I can tell you as someone who offers a smiling face to people and tries to be
it's
sociable.
Isn't it?
It's a lot sometimes. It is draining. Yeah, it's
when I can just
you don't always want to talk to people
because I don't want to totally be a piece of shit. So I will give one of these. Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
that's
nice.
That's all I can.
It made my heart flutter a little bit.
See, but if I'm working, somebody walks by, I'll give them one of those.
Yeah.
I let them
like a bum nutsack, and you know it.
Right. I let them know that I'm disapproving of their life, and that they should probably keep moving.
I would not be tag partners with you.
No. We're going against each other. I am definitely the heel. All right. So, my next one. So, from the sky brings
It's getting real Native American in here.
And with life brings all of the hoes. I want to see the Ultimate Warrior as the Godfather gimmick. Okay. I want him to come out, again, like you said, a little marinated with both. Yeah. I want to see the Ultimate Warrior come out with these ridiculous, absurd rants, but still talking about having prostitutes that he can sell to his clients and his wrestlers. Would you like to enter the war zone of my despair, or you can take these girls from the night and go home?
And then Hulk Hogan, it will be raining dollar bills down upon you.
Dollar bills, yo! I think it would be interesting.
Yeah.
At least it's entertaining.
I just picture the music coming on and him running to the ring and all his hoes trying to, in high heels to run after
and
him.
they're falling over because they can't keep up with him.
It's just everyone falling in every different direction.
Keep up or fall behind of the ultimate Godfather.
Remember, Hulk Hogan.
Hogan
cannot trust these hoes.
That was one of my favorite ones.
That is
Ultimate
good.
Warrior as the
That is
Godfather.
way outside the box,
Thank
but
you.
that was very fun. Oh, fantastic. I'll tell you what, I'll stay, oddly enough, I had one of those characters on my list to do something with.
Okay.
And it's not the Ultimate Warrior, like you might think. Or I shouldn't say one of those characters, but the wrestler himself, Papa Shango.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, big fan of his. He was one of my more side favorite characters during that time because I just thought he was so cool. So Papa Shango was a relatively short-lived character by the guy who played the Godfather. You know his real name? What's that?
Charles Wright.
Okay. So he was Papa Shango in the early 90s.
Yeah, early mid-90s.
And he was a voodoo priest, you know, and
he made black goo come out of the Ultimate Warrior's mouth.
Well, that's when I stopped liking him.
Sure.
Because I thought he was cool as shit, and then he feuded with the Warrior, and he did all that stuff to my dude, and then I couldn't like him anymore. But
Ultimate Warrior didn't like him because he made black stuff come out of his mouth.
That's right.
Yeah.
Papa Shango, I liked as a character, and I don't want to change his character, but I do want to tweak kind of his whole vibe. First of all, like I said, didn't last very long. I thought you could have done a lot with that character. It was a really cool idea. Remember, at the time, we had the Repo Man and the Mountie, so there was a lot of just shit getting thrown at the walls.
You had a lot of you had a lot of characters that were based on people's professions.
Sure, yeah.
T.L. Hopper was a plumber.
T.L. Hopper. Yep, my God, he wore was it a white tank top or something he wore? Yeah,
he was a plumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had all of those guys. Like you said, Repo Man stealing people's cars. Which is the extreme of everything.
Sure, yeah. They got a little carried away there. But Papa Shango was a cool idea, cool look. The aesthetic of him was really cool. I would have liked to have seen Papa Shango last longer, A. And B, I would have liked to have seen Papa Shango have a faction, be the leader of some type of faction. So, also, like, when I think back to mid-late 90s, early 2000s, factions were a big deal. DX and NWO, everybody, the Undertaker had the Ministry, like all that shit.
Nation of Domination.
Nation of Domination, yeah, for sure. So I thought it would be cool if Papa Shango had a Brood-esque kind of environment, you know? Maybe it's not a whole big thing, but you give him a couple people, a couple characters.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, because and I don't even have any picked out necessarily, so I don't have anywhere to go with that other than I would have liked to have seen him as the Gangrel character, as the Gangrel was to the Brood.
Off the top of your head, can you think of two people?
That would fit? Okay, that would fit.
That could go into the voodoo.
Yes.
No, since we're doing this, they don't even need to be in like, oh, they would have fit. Like, just pick
Coco Beware. Give me Coco Beware. We replaced the parrot with the crow.
Ooh, you got the blonde
hair. Like a raven or whatever. Yeah.
Little white.
Yeah.
Like
what was that dude from Undertaker? The big black dude with
Viscera.
Viscera. Yeah. That kind of vibe.
Yeah. All right.
But he's got a bird. That's cool. The whited out eyes. Yeah. That'd be cool. He'd be a good guy to go in the group. And let's see. Who else could we do?
You could probably, you know what I mean? Owen Hart was so versatile because he'd been in so many different factions. It'd have been, and he was so like good at no matter what he did. You could put him in a voodoo situation.
Sure. Yeah.
And, like
he could pull that off.
Yeah, he could have pulled that off.
Yeah. It was way better than the Marty Jannetty route I was going to go.
Correct. Yeah. Marty Jannetty was already. He already looked like he had voodoo done on him at this point.
You got the life sucked out of you.
Yeah.
But no, I think Papa Shango would have been cool to have his own faction. Because I always thought, like that it came off of the idea of the Brood. I loved they had that ring of fires and they would rise out of the stage with Edge and Christian. So fucking badass. Great music.
The goblet of like
blood. That dude even had his teeth filed and everything. I mean, that dude was for real. But I thought a character like Papa Shango would be cool with that.
That dude, Gangrel, trained so many wrestlers.
Really? Yeah.
Like young wrestlers coming up.
Oh shit! Wow.
All right, my next pick. I'm gonna go Mick Foley.
Okay.
Because Mick Foley is so versatile.
Yep.
He has so many different. He has the three faces of Foley. And he could, and the most incredible face of Foley isn't the one on WWE. Do you know that every he plays Santa?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like there's a documentary, something about I can't remember, but look up Mick Foley Santa documentary, and it's about a bunch of these Santas that do it all year round, or that plan it and get up until Christmas time, and that's where they make their money.
Yeah.
And he's one of them, and he doesn't do it for the money. He does it for the love. Like one of his rooms in his house is just Christmas.
Yeah.
Like he loves Christmas. So
that makes sense. Like I've never
he dyes his
he's
beard
just that
just
pure and good of a human that it's
Correct.
like, of course he fucking loves Christmas.
Correct.
Why wouldn't he?
So, but I see all that, and I want to go something different.
Okay.
I don't want to go maniac. I don't want to go heartthrob. I want him to be a character in this idea.
Okay.
So I think that he could be a great Big Boss Man.
Oh yeah.
You could have put him in an old Southern, because the Big Boss Man was a Southern police officer.
Yeah.
Let's face it, probably a racist Southern police officer, right? I mean,
yeah.
We all once you got ordered, you go, oh,
yeah.
That's who he probably was.
Yeah.
And I think Mick Foley, not the racist part. We're taking the racist part out of it. I think, but he could have been a beat cop, maybe not Southern beat cop, because he was from New York.
Maybe he's an LA cop. He's just looking for Rodney King all the time. Who knows?
Right, we're getting back in the race.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You
don't want him to be.
I want to keep Mick Foley and racism away from each other as much as I can, but still be a piece of shit cop.
Okay.
Of some sort.
Yes.
I think he could have pulled off a version of the Big Boss Man with just arrogance that he had. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you go like a Northern cop, you have less of the Southern boy arrogance, and you have more of the I can do what the fuck I want arrogance.
Yeah.
So you have all right. So picture this: in the North, you have the Mountie.
Yes.
In the South, you have Big Boss Man.
Okay.
Let's go in the middle.
Okay.
And there's Mick Foley as a Big Boss Man.
I like that. Yeah.
He really, any of these we say, I think Mick Foley could do.
Mick Foley could also
do any of them.
Lead a voodoo cult.
Correct.
Mick Foley could also be Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Mick Foley.
He could have been the Undertaker.
Could have been the Undertaker.
Yep. Definitely the Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you see with Mick Foley with hose.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Even today.
Even at Christmas time or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like ho elves or elf hose.
Ho-hos.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
See? It's already in the language.
Yeah. I like it. All right. For my next one, this is a tag team submission here. So I was a big.
Your last one?
What's that?
No,
I've got this one and one more because you started.
Oh, that's right.
So for my tag team here, so as you know, I don't know how much I would talk to you about that, but big fan. I was always a big Edge fan. Edge was always one of my favorite characters from the time he first
Canadian.
entered. I was excited for him to come into the. They were teasing him, this mysterious guy in a trench coat, didn't know what was going on. He's kind of cool. Always loved Edge. Followed, basically his whole career. And one of my favorite Edge eras was definitely enjoyed the Brood stuff, but I might have had the most fun as a fan of Edge's when he was a part of the E&C tag team with Edge and Christian.
Sure.
And they were they were champions at this point, and they were very full of themselves, and they were
taking
they broken off from the Brood. They do the thing so everybody could take their picture, and they were almost kind of like these. They almost embodied like a male wrestler version of like Valley Girls, basically, where they were just very self-absorbed and obnoxious and self-unaware. And
I think we could pull off that tag.
I think we could, yeah.
We could.
But I love that vibe, and I thought they did it absolutely perfectly. But I was like, so who are some other guys that could pull that off and be as charismatic or as funny with those characters? And immediately the first one that darted to mind is Chris Jericho. because
Sure.
Chris Jericho has the that's charisma to
Right.
pull that off.
Cockiness.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. He almost kind of he's almost an easy third plug-in. If they had a third member of that Edge and Christian, you could have just put Chris Jericho in and he would have fit right in.
Later in the 2000s, probably after you started watching, Christian and Jericho did have a tag team.
Oh, did they? Okay, nice.
There's a funny bit of like where they had like literally come out on the stage with their asses hanging out because somebody stole their ass cream. It was
Okay.
it was a whole. Vince
Okay.
McMahon really was reaching at a certain
Sure.
point.
Yeah. It was 2009,
Yeah,
7,
yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought Jericho's an easy plug in there. And another one that, honestly, when he first came in to the WWF at the time, he was kind of the straight man. He was easy to hate because he was just kind of, he didn't have a lot of personality. But as you watched him progress, you found that he was actually very funny, very skilled on the mic, played a good character that was easy to hate. Kurt Angle would be an incredible tag partner to Chris Jericho in an Edge and Christian type of scenario for me. Like just very.
He worked with those two also.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were a threesome and.
Oh, really?
Where
so
they made,
there you go.
Well, it was funny. Like they would make like he was like the annoying little brother type thing.
Yeah.
Where like they were making fun of him and he didn't realize it.
Right.
But it was fucking hilarious. There was nothing honestly Kurt Angle couldn't do.
Yeah. He was almost like Owen Hart with the whole nugget thing.
Absolutely.
That
Kurt
kind of
Angle. Like, if you look at every people that we've said, Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, and
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Those three could do anything.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That must have been a good pick because somebody actually chose to do it.
Right
so there you go.
Well, but he wasn't that.
Yeah.
He was the sidebar to that.
Gotcha.
But you're saying
I would have a tag of him
team.
and Jericho
Yep.
as those two characters.
Annoying,
kind of. Yes. Yeah.
Valley Girl.
Yeah, very obnoxious, very self-centered. Well, because part of his gimmick was that he was the best and he was an Olympian, a gold medalist, and he was the wrestler's wrestler. That was his
coming
whole
out
thing.
thinking he was going to be worshipped as the All-American, and they were booing him. No, that's not what you should be doing.
Right. Yeah, and then Hulk Hogan did that a couple of years later, like not too. Yeah, he did that thing.
Well, that's after he said some words on a videotape, but that's for another podcast. All right, my last one.
Yes, sir.
I enjoy this one. This is this Macho Man Randy Savage was known for his charisma, his pent up rage and energy, and he was just wound tight as anybody could be. But if you remember, in all of his promos, he would be doing like this. You remember Hulk Hogan? I'm gonna, he's going up and up and up. But then when he'd come down, he's gonna give you this. He's gonna talk to you a little bit where you have to listen. Who does that sound like? Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake Roberts, famous promos. He never went up.
Yeah, he was always
occasionally he'd say the name of $1 Million Man, but he would always go back down.
Yeah.
I will tell you this: you're gonna come at me with all of your might, but I'm gonna tell you every time you turn around, I'm gonna be there right. He had that because his idea was, if I whisper, people have to lean in and listen.
Yeah.
So there, you could hear a promo and you're like, oh, promo. But if this guy's like whispering or in these intense, you go, hold on, everybody.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Yeah.
So you have to listen to him.
Yeah.
And Randy Savage had that, and it's very underlooked that when he went low, it was very, and you had to go, oh shit, he's getting serious now. Like, you flamboyant and bombastic. But when he went low, you had to listen. And I think you put a snake on him and give that evilness to him.
Yeah.
I think Randy Savage could have done Jake the Snake just the same.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know, but I'm not going to say better because Jake the Snake is a fucking
legend.
iconic
character. Yeah.
Right. But I think you could have intertwined that. I think Randy Savage could have easily done justice to the Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's good. Yeah. I could see that for sure. Yeah. All right, my last one here. So I am taking Shane McMahon.
Ooh, okay. Wow. All right.
Shane McMahon was somebody that, so Shane McMahon, obviously Vince's son, started being a part of storylines
Yep.
and then, getting in the ring. And to this day, I will never forget the first time I watched him wrestle and how goddamn good he was and the type of shit that he would do.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
even though he was not my, he was always somebody to root against in matches. Every pay-per-view we ever got that Shane McMahon had a big match on, he stole the show.
Absolutely.
You walked away from that night, regardless of what the main event was going. Can you believe what Shane McMahon fucking did?
Were you still watching when he faced Kurt Angle at, I think it was SummerSlam, where they went back to the Titantron, under the Titantron, where the
and he went off the.
No,
was that off the top?
Well, he might have gone off the top. I'm talking about where he threw him through the glass.
Yes. Yeah.
And in real life, whoever put the panes of glass didn't put all of them as breakable.
Uh-huh.
And he threw them into one, and Shane just bounced off and fell down.
Yeah.
And
didn't he come to his
yeah,
back first and then on
down
his back of his neck?
Did three times, and Kurt just kept picking him, and Shane kept whispering, "Do it again."
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going through this. Go harder." So Kurt's like, "All right," and he fucking threw him through it, and it ended up not being the fake glass, and he really ended up having to shatter through it. So Shane McMahon wasn't going to let that slide. Those two didn't know what happened. They just knew it wasn't breaking. And in the back, I guess Vince was just furious, telling him to stop. Somebody go out there and stop it. And then even back, they did it twice.
Yeah.
And he had to throw him as hard as he could because Shane wasn't going to let them move on without having that spot.
Yeah.
So that shows you what Shane McMahon was willing to do.
Shane McMahon could have hacked it in ECW probably.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fucking nuts.
You remember, were you there at the WrestleMania? It was a couple years back. Shane McMahon came back, a couple years back, and he was going against, I think it was The Miz.
Okay.
Right? And he literally tore his quads in the ring.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And fell down and he was
Couldn't
done.
get up, yeah.
And he hasn't been back since.
Yeah.
And then
that's
I
think they covered that in the Netflix because he was talking
Did you
about
watch that?
Yeah, the
Mr.
McMahon thing. Yeah. So because it was important for him with his kids watching and to wrestle in front of his kids so they were old enough to see and what he was doing. So Shane McMahon always blew me away with his athleticism and how extreme he was, and absolutely obviously he probably always felt he had a lot to prove being Vince's son, but can't take anything away from the guy. He was
not
fucking
at all.
Amazing athlete and amazing
He was fucking
wrestler.
Nuts.
So I like that about Shane. Shane did have, I think, different time where he played up the whole Vince's son thing. He was
but that's character.
But I want to take it further.
Okay.
I want him to really lean in. I want him to be obnoxious about it, and I want him to think he is just the shit. And I want him to be like Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
I want Shane McMahon to come out to the ring and strut and have girls on his arms.
So not just money, but
I want him to be the whole I want him to be like, I have it all. You know what I mean? And certainly because Shawn Michaels, was a great athlete as well, very athletic, could pull off a lot of stuff in the ring. So he absolutely could, I think, stand toe to toe with what the types of stuff Shawn did.
Sure.
Actually, probably further. He was probably. Well, he certainly did crazier stuff than Shawn Michaels.
He could do more stunts.
Yes.
Right.
So, I like the idea of Shane McMahon as the Heartbreak Kid.
I like that.
Very hateable.
Yeah. You definitely get away with that.
Yeah. So there we go. That's some good shit there. I think. You know what? If professional wrestling is ever in need of some rejuvenation,
sure.
I think they found their answer right here, sitting at this table.
Give us a call.
Yep.
I'm not doing much. You know what? If you need a writer for WWE,
just training as a heel at work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Years and years of training. I could write for so many heels. I'm here. Give me a call.
That's right.
Well, we were Brian-less, but we got through it.
That's right. We made it.
We made it.
Yeah.
So there, yes, sir.
Dad left us money for pizzas, and we threw a little bit of a party, but
got
we're
some
pretty good cleaned up. We're ready
got
for
some
them to come
Boone's Farm, and
yeah, that's right.
we had a good time.
That's right. So if you've had a good time, well, then why are you depriving yourself from extending this good time? Go find us on social media, like this podcast, make sure you're subscribed and you're getting notifications of when new ones come out each and every week. Tell your friends about it if you think they would enjoy it. Maybe they like wrestling. Maybe they like, weird zombie combinations of animals. They would love this podcast.
They would.
So be sure to go find us.
You like your little bunnies. You like your horns. You like your different animals coming up and humping on each other and getting all funky like a monkey. Well, this is a podcast for you, baby.
Getting freak nasty with the polar puss.
Come on, the polar puss. You know you want to have the polar puss coming to your birthday party, so you're gonna come in here first and you're gonna subscribe to the Convincing Idiots. Hit that like and subscribe button. You know it does something for this podcast, and you know it's gonna do something for your soul, baby.
Damn right, Dusty. So follow Dusty's good word. Go to Convincing Idiots Linktree. So go to Google, type in Convincing Idiots Linktree. Make sure you are following us on all the social media accounts in which you are active. Also, be sure to go to our website. That's convincingidiots.wordpress.com. You can even get merchandise, rock a cool Convincing Idiots shirt, maybe take a drink out of Convincing Idiots glass, and sit back and relax for the next episode of Convincing Idiots. How good will you feel about yourself then? Quite good. So, for this episode of Convincing Idiots, I am Millennial Nick.
I'm the Zennial Dean coming at you every week. It's fabulous that he did the week before, baby.
Have we convinced you that Zennial Dean could play just about any role as a professional wrestler? I am convinced.
I think your impressions might be slightly better. I got
Not
Dusty.
a Dusty Rhodes.
I got
Not
Dusty.
a Dusty
That's all
Rhodes.
I got Dusty.
Gen X Brian here. Zennial Dean, Millennial Nick. If you like our stuff, give us a like and subscribe, and we may just send you a Polaroid of Millennial Nick's feet.
Ham grape.
Oh, wait.